ivduethashemb'simcha, ivduethashemb'simcha. Oh, lefanav binana, lefanav binana. ivduethashemb'simcha, ivduethashemb'simcha. Oh, lefanav binana, lefanav binana. Hararay, 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 hararay. ivduethashemb'simcha, ivduethashemb'simcha. Oh, lefanav binana, lefanav binana. Welcome to the Hebrew month of Adar, the month where we celebrate the great holiday of Purim, the time when we party, we put costumes, we make noise, and we have a great feast, and where we sing a song called Mishenichnas Adar Marbi Besimcha. This means during the month of Adar, we increase our happiness, we increase our joy. This comes from the Mishnah, and the sentence goes on by saying also, Mishenichnas Av Mima'atim Besimcha. During the month of Av, the Hebrew month of Av, our happiness, our joy decreases. So what is the connection between these two sentences? Is that in the month of Adar, the joy increases, and in the month of Av, the joy decreases. That means that throughout the whole year, we are expected to have a certain level of happiness. So now the question is, how can we be commanded to have happiness the whole time? We all know that in life we have all sorts of curveballs. We may have illness, God forbid, we may lose someone. So we're not always happy, except that they are telling us to be happy throughout the whole year. So now we know that when we smile, even if we're not in the mood to smile, when we force a smile, there's a gland that triggers something in our body that makes us happy. The fact of forcing a smile makes us happy. And we know, because our tradition says this too, that the more we do something, the more it becomes internalized. So when you bring happiness in your life, when you pretend to have joy in your life, what happens is that it becomes internalized inside of you. You feel happiness the whole time. So this is what the tradition is saying, to increase the happiness. When you have this level of happiness, you crank it up, and during the month of Av, you just decrease it. So my blessing to all of us is that this increased happiness that we will experience during the month of Adar, during Purim, remains throughout the whole year.
So the program on March 1st was inspired really by all my experiences in music and the fact that, you know, I went from playing jazz to blues to all kinds of rock and roll and then world music. And then years back, met the Rabbi at a Hanukkah celebration and began really playing Jewish music. And I found out that Jewish music and my roots music of blues and the like had much in common as far as chords, as far as harmonies, as far as melodies, but also in a big sense as far as crying out in the same way, asking to God and also in the way of celebrating, though, because the blues music and the Jewish music both celebrate God as well, and that's really where the inspiration comes from me, is really merging all the things that I've always done with blues, world music, and now Jewish music into one, and seeing what that would be like live. And knowing Rabbi Mark Philippe now at templeemanu-el has allowed me to explore this music even a lot more, and I think the evening will have a great crossroads of all of it, for sure.